Hello, everybody. Welcome to another XAM talk. I'm here with Cam as always. We're always here doing our thing.
Yep.
And today's great episode is about why mental health is as important as physical health. Now, I did a whole essay paper on this, and I think I
Mm.
mentioned it a couple episodes ago when we were talking about the teachers we hate.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I got a 90 on that, and I was mad. I've never been mad about getting a low A in my life, but when I wrote that and I got
Well, it's
that,
probably because you felt like really what's it called, passionate about it, and you got a 90. Like, dang, that's rough, bro.
yeah, I
Because
did
you were
feel,
probably talking from personal experience, right?
yeah. I mean, see, here's the thing. Somebody wrote I forget what she had. I forget why we wrote on the board, but it was something with our essays, and everybody wrote something on the board, and there was stuff all around the room in different categories and whatever. I
Mm.
put some. Did I put it or somebody else? I think it was somebody else that put mental health on the board, and she asked for somebody to explain that, and just nobody said anything.
Mm.
So I wrote the whole paper on it, and I stated in the paper it was not me that put that up there, because I mean everybody was just dead silent about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna make it seem like it was me, even though I stole this person's idea.
Mm.
But I wish
Well,
I
that's
had
humble. That's
access to
nice.
it. What are you saying? My bad.
Oh no, I was just saying. Well, that was humble of you. That's nice that you did that. But yeah, I was also just about to say that's why I try to do everything. Actually, that's why I prefer to do everything on the computer. Um, I actually used to hate when we had to write down our essays. That took way too much time.
I mean, I didn't mind it. I always got my essays done pretty good. I think I typed that. I might have typed
Type
that
it.
one up. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure.
Well, another thing too is when we used to write our essays, you were actually able to get points taken off if they didn't know what it said. So if you have bad handwriting,
I've had a lot of people tell me I've had bad handwriting, but let me tell you, I got the best handwriting in the world.
hey, it's subjective. I'll say that.
You've seen my great handwriting. You know how great it is.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's something like that.
It's like something you'd see on an inspirational poster.
Mm. Yeah, like it almost is so unique, is what I would call it. It looks like a drawing, like a
Yeah,
some type of art piece.
yeah. It looks like some
Yeah, it looks
abstract
like
art.
art. Exactly.
That's what it is. Well, like, see, here's the thing. I wish I could find that essay. Well, like, I think my main reasoning was like this main line that I kept saying over and over and over again in it is that without good mental health, you're not gonna have good physical health,
I agree.
because you know the reason you push yourself to have good physical health is because you're in a good headspace, and if you're not in a good headspace, you're not gonna really care about that physical health. So you need to
Mm.
have the mental health established before you have the physical health.
Yeah, and actually, one thing I find really funny is like when you're depressed, right? I know one of the things that doctors will tell you to do sometimes is just try to get some exercise, just try to take care of yourself. That's the thing. When you're depressed, you don't want to do anything. Um, but when you're in a good mood, you feel like getting up and exercising and eating and socializing, all that stuff. Um, but yeah, the one thing about physical health is it's really important for you and like your mind, but also your mind is important to even work on your physical health. So it's a horrible cycle.
Yeah, it really is. If you don't have motivation to work out, then
Yeah, like
I mean,
I mean, one thing I can say helps combat that it's still very hard, but if you can just force yourself every day to get up and do one thing productive, that right there is enough to usually do two things. It'll help your mental health for the week or even just for that day, and you'll want to get up and do not only that one thing like that you force yourself to do, um, but also other things after that because you're kind of just in the groove. You're feeling good that you've gotten up. But sometimes it doesn't work like that, and it's just good to get at least one productive thing in that day. Um, that helps me at least. But that's really the only way I can think about combating that because, like we just talked about, it's a horrible cycle and it relies on the other to even make the other happen. So the only way to combat that is to force yourself to work on one of them.
This is true. This is true. But in my own personal experience, I feel like forcing yourself to do something will make it so you don't want to do it even more.
Hmm.
That's at
Really?
least how I feel.
Well, do you have any way that you combat that feeling? Like, when you're not motivated, but you have to get up and do something to, I guess combat that feeling of depression. Like, what's your solution for it?
Well, oftentimes I don't want to get out of bed in the morning and when I know I got to film something that day. And it's because I tell myself, well, I got to film something that day, and that's just kind of how it is, you know? And I have fun filming things, so it's not really forcing myself to do it, but I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of how it goes.
Oh, so maybe would you say like if you can get up and do something that you would like to do, maybe it'll help you have the desire to do other things, possibly.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, I kind of have tried that before. I'll get up and like play video games, but then I'll be on it till like 12 o'clock. But I'm in a good mood, so like my body's working. I'll be hungry, then I'll get up and eat, and then after I get up and eat, that energizes me. And plus, I got my little walks in, going downstairs, going upstairs, uh, and yeah, I mean that usually helps. So I agree.
you mentioning the video game thing reminded me of something I got to talk about in a couple minutes. But
All right.
what I was what I was thinking about is before last year, I think May of last year I started working out again, and before that I didn't work out for like a year and a half. Um, and it was kind of just a lack of motivation, I guess. But when I started working out again, I don't know where I got the motivation from. And just like, you know what, I guess I want to be in better shape. So I've been working out for a year, and I'm in slightly better shape.
Hey, that's better than nothing. Better than me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm way stronger than I was, but I only lost like 12 pounds, and
That's
barely
that's
look
pretty good.
I barely look any different. Like,
I can't really say, but from what I've seen, you do look different.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
I
I
can't
mean, plus, well, no, I was just gonna say, plus, you're making progress, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What I was gonna say is I can't even remember the last time I've seen you in person.
bro, it's been so long,
Yeah,
and you definitely have not seen me since like school.
yeah, jeez,
So yeah, it's been a good year.
yeah.
But I don't know. We're gonna have to meet up sometime. But what another thing probably shouldn't talk about it on the podcast. We'll save it for later. But yeah.
All right. Um, so you were talking about video games, and on Monday this week, let me see what date that was. Monday this week was the 6th. Or no, it was the 7th, my bad. So on the 7th of June, I broke my PlayStation. On the 7th of June, I
Yeah.
broke
How
my
did you do that?
PlayStation. I wanted to clean out the fan,
Mm.
so you have to take the power supply out to get to the opening of the fan.
You're bold for doing that.
So I did that. And it was a mistake because it did not come back on at all.
Man.
So then today I went to open it again because I was finally off again, and there's these two metal clips that were touching each other. So I pulled them apart and I slid the power supply back on, and it turned on. So
Nice.
I got it to work again, so that's great.
Hmm.
That is great.
Yeah, imagine had you taken that to a repair shop and had to pay so much money just for them to do that.
All they had to do was move these two little parts. Yeah.
Damn, bro, that I would have been pissed, but you probably wouldn't have known anyways,
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have even told me what was wrong.
Yeah, no, definitely not. If they can get money any way possible, they're gonna do it.
I almost bought a new PS4. Like, I had no confidence I was going to get to work again.
And that reminds me, I still never got my PS5. Right? That's what it's
Jeez,
called.
how'd you never get the PS5? Did your mom buy it from like a scammer or something?
I don't know where. I don't know where. She said from the actual website, but I just think because of the timing, because she was trying to get it before Christmas, right? Um, so obviously everyone was buying it, and I think what happened is she just got unlucky and got the bad batch that never came.
Well,
Well,
she
I
should
think
contact Sony and get a refund.
I think she already got a refund because that thing was not cheap.
Did she pay even more for it than she was supposed to?
Yeah, it was like
Then that's a scammer then.
dang, bro. Well, I think she got her money back,
I
but if she
hope.
didn't, because that's.
That's
I
straight up
mean,
illegal.
even if you got it from the actual like place, it's still expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's still expensive, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not as bad as the scam, but yeah.
Not as bad as the scam, yeah. I mean, I got a PS5 and I barely even use it.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
What do you play then? Oh, your computer, right? The new one that you got.
Yeah, I used my computer, I used my PS4, I use my PS5 sometimes. It's just because there's not many games yet.
Yeah, I was just saying that like video games are getting boring, like at least on the console,
Yeah.
because no one's making anything.
I mean,
Even
Hitman
everyone's at
3
home.
came out, so I'm playing that. And then the new Call of Duty, that's basically it.
Oh,
But anyway,
yeah.
we're
Oh yeah,
going
we're
off
off topic.
topic here. So,
Yeah, so mental health and physical health. Why are the two? Well, we were talking about how you need one
yeah.
with the other, and one without the other. Just it's a cycle. It's not going to work either way. So you either need to work on your mental health to get your physical health up, work on your physical health to get your mental health up. But I
That is
think we had
true.
got done talking about solutions, and yeah, so we just got done talking about solutions. But I think we should also dig deeper into why this is a thing. Why mental health plays a part in physical health, and why physical health plays a part in mental health.
Well, there's this article that I'm trying to find that I used in my essay. So I'm trying to look for that. I don't remember the specific name. I really
You know
wish
what?
I could get to that essay, but they probably erased our accounts by now, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. I actually tried logging back in some time ago, and yeah, they're not there.
That's quite a shame. Why is mental health important for overall health? Mental and physical health are equally important components of overall health. Mental illness, especially depression, increases your risk for many types of physical health problems, particularly long-lasting conditions like stroke, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease.
Mm.
So if you're depressed, you could get diabetes. We've learned
And
that today.
then your life will become even more depressed.
Yep.
Even more depressing when you get these diseases. So Yeah, it's just amazing.
I learned my cat has diabetes a couple weeks ago.
That's horrible, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
It's just you forget sometimes that even animals can get this stuff. Like how? I don't know, because you would think that because they have the same diet, how could they get diabetes? You know?
I mean, I've never heard of a wild animal getting a heart attack.
I've also never heard about that. But I don't know. Yeah, is it what you're feeding her? Did they say why?
I don't know. She doesn't eat any other food except the food that she always had. Like, we've been trying wet food because that's apparently better for her to have, but she will not eat it.
Eh.
So,
Well, have you tried one thing I do with my dog because he loves wet food and he'll eat dry food, but sometimes he gets tired of it. But you take the one that they love and you mix it in with the one that they hate, and they'll just. I mean, or your cat could just be stubborn and not eat any of it. So I mean,
oh,
but it's worth a try.
she's so picky. If even certain bags of the food she likes, if she can sense that it's been in the store for too long, then she won't eat it.
Bro, the one thing about cats is they're stubborn. I used to have a cat, and all I remember was her scratching me. I'm sure we had good moments, but like I can't remember anything good.
I've had no bad moments with my cat except like her tearing my door apart when she's hungry.
Yeah, I mean even my dog does that.
Yeah.
Except
My dog eats everything. She even eats herself.
yeah. The one thing about dogs is they'll eat. Well, actually, cats if they're hungry enough, they'll do whatever they can to survive. But if they don't have to, they won't.
This is true.
But yeah, dogs are dogs. So
Dogs are dogs. This is correct.
yeah, very true.
Facts here.
Yeah, nothing but facts this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, we're even pulling out articles.
I have been looking at articles this entire time while we've been talking about cats and dogs. So.
You actually have one pulled up.
Oh, nice.
I don't even know where to start though. Like depression in the immune system. Because actually, that reminds me. I took a class. I took two classes. I took a science class. And I took a stress management class. In the stress management class, I learned that like exercise is one of the most underestimated like tools to combat depression. But like we just talked about, how are you going to get the motivation to do that?
Yeah.
And then in my science class, I learned about how your mental health can affect your immune system. So that means you can get sick really easily if you're really depressed all the time, or even anxious. Any type of mental illness can affect your immune system.
See,
So
they say that, but I don't understand it.
yeah, like why? I think it just has something to do with your brain to combat like the. It's been so long, I couldn't really tell you. But let me see what this thing says.
What I've pulled up says 15% of the world's diseases are mental illness.
15%?
Yeah. That's a pretty big number.
Yeah, that's definitely pretty big. Mind you, they're talking about the world, not just United States.
Yeah.
They're talking about the world.
The world's diseases.
So, wow. And also, one of the main causes of death is like suicide is up there.
1 in 5 adults have experience with mental illness each year.
Wow. Yeah, honestly, I couldn't tell you a single person I met in my life that has not dealt with mental illness. Like,
yeah, honestly,
is it even possible not to deal with that? Like, I don't even know if that's possible.
Some people don't somehow.
That's a lucky bunch.
But then again, a lot of people, like we know from people at school, like that we knew, a lot of people cover it up very, very well.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
I think we know somebody who they act one way at school and then outside of school, completely different.
Now I don't know who that person is. I'm gonna be entirely honest.
Oh no, you know that person very well.
Ah, boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
No, honestly, I don't.
No. Uh,
Are they a guy? Or are they a girl? Or
nah, it's a
what?
girl.
It's a
It's a
girl.
girl.
See, I
Yeah.
think I know who you're talking about, but I've never met her in school, so I don't know.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
No, like you guys met in school,
Oh, man.
but that's how it was with a lot of people you met. So
I'd say is it the blonde girl, but I know a lot of those.
yeah, it is a blonde girl. It was a blonde girl who was. Oh, that's also can't say that. Mm. Um,
Was I happy when she broke up with somebody last year?
no, no, no. It wasn't her.
It's
It
not
was
her. All
one
right.
that. It was one that made you really unhappy after you guys broke up, and you weren't unhappy because you broke up with her, but you were unhappy because of how she acted after the breakup.
The racist one.
There we go, the racist one. I forgot that part, but yeah, the racist one.
There you go.
There we go. That would have instantly made it click, but I couldn't remember that part.
Oh,
But yeah, people, man, you just never know what people are dealing with. But I swear, every person that I've like actually got to sit down and talk to, like admits like they've dealt with something mental illness wise. Like,
yeah. There's that the podcast with the girls we knew, all of them on,
yeah,
and they talked about all this stuff, and you just could not tell, like when you saw them in person.
yeah, the stuff they were talking about is crazy. Like, I mean, they were talking about some pretty traumatizing stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I think they stopped doing the podcast.
dang.
Ever since you had me ask if they wanted to be on ours, they just quit.
Remember when you said something about how like they were afraid? Like you weren't serious, but you were talking about how they were afraid ever since like, you brought up our podcast. Like we're like a threat to them. Again, not serious, but ever since then they really have stopped
Yeah, they
making
quit.
podcasts. That's crazy. Yeah, you said it as a joke and now it's true.
They were consistent, and then as soon as I brought up our podcast
You're
to
more
them,
consistent than us. And now we're consistent. I mean kind of, but more than them.
I don't know about consistent. You want me to say the
So
last time we posted a podcast?
no, let's not talk about that. Let's just think we're doing good.
Yeah. We're consistent. We post every single week. Every single week.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really counting, so
Our last one was a depression episode with Sheena.
oh yeah.
That feels like just
That
yesterday.
was a while ago.
Yeah, that feels like just yesterday, but it was not.
Yeah, I can definitely remember it though. That was an interesting episode. It was really good. And we definitely have to try to get some more people on. I think anytime we have like a really big topic, we should try to get people on. So there could be a lot to contribute to the topic. But yeah.
3 days after this goes out, that one will be a month old.
Dang, dude. I really thought we were doing better than that.
No. No. We are not. We are not doing better than that.
Don't even have an excuse now. I mean, you're really busy, but I'm not busy now. But it was funny because when I was busy, you weren't busy, and now I'm not busy and you're busy. So it's just crazy. But we're still pushing out episodes.
Oh, we'll pump a lot of these out over the summer.
Yeah, and I think definitely hopefully the New York plan. I don't think we talked about that on this podcast.
We
talked about
it for sure, just not
Just
for
not
a
in
very
depth.
long period of time.
Oh, okay.
Like,
well, yeah, we definitely should do something on like didn't we do something about like our futures? Like you were talking about how you wanted to be a wrestler and be a computer scientist. And
yeah.
that was a different.
When did we do that? Was that goals for 2021? I don't remember.
Yeah, goals for 2021. That was January, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've only had like 5 episodes since that one.
So what is it, like 7 in total?
This is episode 11 right now.
11? Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I know people that started a podcast in January and they have like 30
100.
episodes. So
Yeah. Hey, we'll get there.
yeah, we'll get to 30 in another 6 months.
Exactly. That's exactly what I meant.
Might not even get to 20 in 6 months.
Dang, dude. The crazy thing is, you're probably right.
Oh
Because we
man.
only push out like a podcast a month. So, man.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's get back on topic.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Um,
I had the article pulled up and I got rid of it.
mental Oh, this one. Mental illness and fatigue. Now, this one, that's the thing. Mental illness is one of the biggest factors for like why we feel so tired all the time. Because it affects our sleep. You know, it makes it hard to go to sleep, or sometimes you sleep too much. And yeah, when you're tired all the time, you can't get anything done. So it's like
Yeah, I mean, if you're tired,
one
you
that I
know
struggle with.
how you can improve your physical health.
Exactly.
And you're tired all the time because of poor mental health. People that overthink all the time, like, are so tired. I'm one of
Yeah.
them.
But we need to talk about that too, because I don't think people really understand anxiety. That stuff can really drain you. Like, people think it's all mental, and that as long as you're not thinking about it, it can't really affect you, but it affects your physical too.
I
Like, you
get bad anxiety just wanting to leave work.
really?
Yeah. I'm
Dang.
like, man, I hope
Like, 'cause you
somebody
think it's
doesn't
gonna be
come
like
up
a
to this
thing.
counter last minute, so then I gotta stay an extra 10 minutes.
Mm.
Because
Yeah,
I
man.
haven't talked about it to you before, but if somebody comes 2 minutes before we close, we have to take them.
Bruh.
No matter how big the order.
When I used to work night shifts at Wendy's, I remember that. It was the most annoying thing.
It's so stupid. Because they could want 100 things.
Right. And you guys are cleaning up. That's the thing. You guys had to clean up like towards the end of the shift.
Yep.
But then people come in, and then everything you just did.
That's why I have bad anxiety towards the end of my shift. I'm like, am I gonna get out?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best way to just put it is like when people are being people, my anxiety just skyrockets. You know?
Man, you would not fare well at a house party. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That reminds me of my book that I'm writing. Which
You're writing another book?
no, it's the same book.
Oh, the same book.
Same book. I'm not even 100 pages in yet. I don't know when I'm gonna get to 100, but I've been writing this thing since 2019, and I want it to be over with already. I want to get to the end.
Man, I thought it was just a biography. Not a biography, but
It's not
like
a biography, but
it's definitely not a biography.
I've
for
never
sure.
lived in Philadelphia, so I'm pretty sure it's not a biography.
Yeah, you know, what's the word? Would you call it an inspired biography, or
I guess
nah?
it's inspired by my life, but it's, you know,
uh,
it's like if I took cocaine and you know, changed a lot of plot
what was your
detail.
life on drugs? Got it.
My life on cocaine, yes.
Yeah, got it.
That's perfect.
That's about right.
Yep.
This is what I remember happening, unless that was your dreams that you're talking about. We're not even going to get into what I'm thinking about.
See, I kind of want. There's a lot of things you say you don't want to get into. There was something you mentioned earlier, and now this.
Mm. well, one was just about like New York. Like we were gonna. Well, I don't even remember.
Well, I mean, we can talk about it after this anyway, but.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, what else should we touch on?
I mean, I think like you have PE in school, and why is there not like a mental version of PE?
Mm.
You got physical education. Why don't you have me? Why don't you have ME?
ME.
Yeah, mental education. Wait, wait a second.
No. mental
Wait a second,
education.
that's already a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing. But like, dang, what would you call it?
ME. I don't know.
Hey,
Helps you with your
mental.
mental health.
It's not even that your like brain needs to. Well, you're educating yourself about your mental, so I guess that is mental education. But
Yeah.
it's more to fix your mental or to prevent your mental from becoming a certain way. But yeah, it is mental education. But I do agree, like if they had that, because when I took a stress management class, that class helped so much during college because it teaches you about how to prevent, you know, the stress you deal with being in school, just living life, like how to be more positive and not so negative, how to not let anxiety get to you, like how to like keep it at bay, um, stuff like that. Um, it does help a lot. I think that really should be a thing.
I the school year after we left, so this current one that they're doing at our high school, there's now therapists that work in the school.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
it is. I can't
I
believe
remember
that
when they had counselors.
they decided to hire them after we left.
Wow. I guess we must have really been the peak of, you know, issues. I don't know.
The peak of issues. That's exactly what I
Yeah,
am. That's my middle name.
the peak of issues.
Yes. Peak of.
That's so funny though, because you remember like how we had counselors and stuff,
Yeah.
but they're not helpful like at all most times,
No, they're not.
because they would just talk to you, but they didn't really know what they were. You know, they didn't really know anything.
Yeah,
They
I
were
feel
just
like
kind
they're I don't know why they're trained, or or what the reasoning is, but they should not have counselors. They should just replace them with therapists.
of literally like it
Perfect,
would.
perfect idea.
Man, that's actually really smart. I want to see how that works. Them having therapists,
I've had a lot of ideas for school and
bro. Because
never
like, what if you
just
had
do
that?
it all.
Like, what if you had that? Because you know you can't get a therapist because you know your parents and
Well, I
stuff.
mean, I probably could. I'm an adult now.
Oh, I thought it. I thought like before it was just about because like you didn't have a car yet, you couldn't drive there,
I
and
guess.
obviously you weren't an adult. But yeah, now if you had a car and someone else to drive you, then yeah.
If I had a car, that'd be so great. I could do whatever.
Oh man, once I start driving, hopefully things can change for the both of us.
Yeah, like we could actually hang out or something.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, you know, we could start burning down churches. I mean, it'd be great.
What?
I don't know. That's just the first thing that popped into
Here's,
my head. I don't know why.
bro.
I don't know why.
How do we get here? We do this every time. We get
I
to
don't
like this
know.
really like off topic.
We,
But
we somehow took a complete 180 from
man,
why mental health is as important as physical health, and then I somehow
we're talking
got to
about
burning down
breakdown.
churches. I
Man,
don't know how we got here.
man.
Oh
And
boy.
then like the hardest part is like getting back because it's like we're not about to just forget what just happened. Like we go from burning churches to like, all right, now mental health. We'll talk about it again. But it's like, anyways, let's try to get back on topic.
All right.
I mean, how much did we cover? So we covered mental health and the solutions, why it happens, and now we're talking about school and therapists.
Yeah, we've talked about how it's important to have good mental health so you can improve your physical health.
Yeah, that too. I
I mean,
mean,
I
I
don't
think we I think
you
we pretty
know
much touched on. Yeah, I was gonna say I think we pretty much touched on a lot of stuff here.
I like it was an argumentative essay and I that we did, and I honestly don't see a way that somebody can think that physical health is more important than mental health.
Mm.
Because I remember in an argumentative essay, you have to write one of the paragraphs from the other point of view.
Oh yeah, that was
And
always the hardest part.
yeah,
Uh,
I really don't understand how anybody could have a different point of view. Actually, let me look. I'm gonna look that up real quick and see if these people be wrong.
All right. Let me see if I
Because
can try to think of any reasons.
yeah,
That's
like I don't get how people can. I don't get how people can say that. Because
well, I guess some people are like, if you kept your physical health, like, I guess, good, then your mental health would be good. So pretty much, it's like,
I just found the
many,
exact website that I used.
wait for your essay.
Yeah, the exact website I used for the argument, the paragraph saying that physical health is more important. It says your physical health is more important than your mental health. This is why. I hate this so far. Here's how it starts. Now I know there are plenty of people out there that would disagree with my headline, especially those in the field of psychology, but I will have you know I am right, and here is why. Have you ever spent a whole day cooped up at home, whether it be a storm keeping you there or cold or post-surgery? Do you remember the feeling you had at the third day? You were going nuts, right? Why? Is it all your mind, or is it the result of your physical body being impaired?
Mm.
As a result, you were losing your mind? Now hold on. Your body has nothing. How's your body just sitting there? Like, that's a mental thing. I don't. What?
Mm.
I want to throw this phone.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, my brain just went out the door. Like, I don't even.
I don't know. You know, I can't
Well,
continue to read this.
I mean,
It says lose the meds and
started
hit
off.
the track.
Wow, that's a kicker right there. Wow.
What?
Oh man, that's just.
Is there like a
Well,
comment
I mean,
section?
man, if that was on YouTube or Twitter, oh, bro, if that was on Twitter, oh my gosh, couldn't imagine the comments.
One
But
response?
what's it say?
I can't see it.
Oh,
I don't see it at all.
but I was also gonna say, like, well, I think what he's trying to get at is like with physical health. He's saying if you keep that good, then your mental health will never be bad. But he's saying if your mental health is good, then the other way would be if your mental health is good, then your physical health can never be bad. So I guess it's if you can keep your physical health good, then you can keep your mental health good,
Of
which is
course,
better
this
because
guy's a coach.
he's a coach.
Yeah.
Explains everything. He's probably a football coach too. I bet you.
This guy looks like a guy who drives an SUV and has like 6 kids and lives in the mountains.
Definitely goes hunting on Saturdays,
Yeah.
but
Now he
I
looks
don't know.
more
That's a
like a baseball coach.
baseball coach. I mean, honestly, either or works.
Oh, because he is. Strength and conditioning and performance of the New York Yankees.
Mm.
Book Dana to speak at your company event. I
Yeah,
could get
you
him on
heard
the
that quote he said?
podcast. I could
You
get him
heard
on
that
the
quote?
podcast.
Bro, you know what? That would actually be amazing. If we can get him on the podcast and try to change his mind, or not even change his mind, just talk about it.
Yeah, so let's get this 48-year-old man on here.
I mean, hopefully he's not too bothered by this podcast, but yeah,
Yeah, let's just not show him this.
yeah, just nope.
Let's just not show him the podcast where we're dragging him.
Yeah, like, I mean, man, not holding
Jeez.
back, huh? We just called him a lot of low-key disrespectful things.
Jeez. He looks like he would call COVID fake.
See, there you go.
We lost him now. There's no way we're getting him on now.
Nah, yeah, if he hears this, man,
Oh, man.
I guess we just hit him up now, release the episode later. That's not all we can do.
Yeah, we're just gonna release this one in 6 months and hit them up now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, that just reminded me of what I cut out of the last podcast.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah.
That was bad.
Oh God. I should. You know what? I'm gonna talk about this on this podcast real quick before we end it here, because we are clearly just like scraping at the bottom of the barrel right now.
Oh, and yeah, definitely.
We've been doing this for 40 minutes already. We're just. But so basically, I told Sheena that you found her on. You're the one that found her on TikTok, and that's how I knew her.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was such a weird situation.
Yeah, because they're just thrown out of context. Like,
I don't know why I needed to say that, but I cut it out. So.
Their response killed me.
Oh God.
Because it was just like quiet, and then.
Yeah, it was quiet, and then the second we ended the podcast, you just bailed.
Like, yeah, like.
Oh my God. Hopefully we.
Well, I mean, we could. Do you want to give context? Like, it's I mean, it's nothing too interesting. It was just like we were looking for this people to talk to.
Yeah.
And he was one of the people that I came across.
This
and
is true.
Yeah, it was just like, you guys have similar interests. You probably would connect well.
Yep.
And you guys did. So.
Yeah, we're friends now. It's all great, It's all great. I want to, people in the comments were asking for her to come back. So somehow, some way, we got to get her back again.
Yeah, hopefully the last time wasn't too awkward. Like, I mean, man.
Oh my God.
I think she'll be fine with coming back.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, next time I record one of these podcasts, I'm going to have a man bun, so that's going to be nice.
Yeah, and it should be a lot easier. Rocking one?
I'm going to start rocking a man bun.
A man? Oh, man.
I'm gonna shave off the sides and back. I'm gonna sweep all the top up into a man bun. It's gonna be great.
Man, you're just trying everything this summer, huh?
Yeah, I got it.
I mean, I guess you got to go for it.
Might as well.
Why not?
I was bald a couple months ago. I had mutton chops.
You dyed your hair?
Yeah, I dyed it yellow at the end of last year. It only lasted like 3 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah. I kind of want to bleach it blonde.
Aren't you already blonde?
I am blonde, but it's like a dark blonde.
Oh, so it's gonna be just like really light.
Yeah. It's not as light as it used to be. Like back freshman year. Now it's like a really dark blonde.
It might just be a change of seasons too. I know that happens to some people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My hair is lighter in the winter.
And
then it just really darkens up the rest of the year. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna end this podcast because we're just rambling at this point. So if you want to watch or listen to whatever the hell is going on with this,
I don't know what this is, but yeah,
to this podcast more, then you can check it on YouTube at Zanzan Productions. You can check it on Spotify, Google Podcasts, never Apple Podcasts, of course. But yeah, we're gonna always be there for you. Next podcast is gonna be about dreams, so that should be very interesting. I got some wild dreams, so honestly, we could just go on for 2 hours next episode.
And
we probably won't, but it is what it is.
I mean, you never know. Look at this episode, but yeah.
Yeah, this was an absolute mess. This was an absolute mess.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys next time.
All right, see ya.